fucking go!
Let's fucking go.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome aboard. It's time for Sketching the Privateer, the show where my comic book continues to inch forward like a snail. What's going on, guys? Yeah, I'm so busy with life, man, that unless I was doing this as my 40-hour-a-week job, it's going to be a while. But that's okay. The fact is, we're getting the work done. That's what matters, right? Anyway, how are you guys doing? The hardest working wrench in the business is here today. And we got to acknowledge him. Even though I hate playing this video for him. I really do. It's just crazy that this is the one he picked to be introduced with.
Womack, why am I not surprised, you piece of shit?
It's good to see you, man. He says, let's see. Gambit. It's good to see you. He's in here too. But Vince was the first guy in here. He said, let's duck and go. Let's duck and go. I already did that. I already showed the video. So let's see. Oh, right. 5 minutes of intros. Smoke if you got them. It's not as bad on this show. I've only got one. Really. Yeah. I've only got one that I do for this show. But I have to ask the eternal question every time I'm in here by myself. You know I got to ask.
So, what do you guys want to talk about?
What do you want to talk about while I'm doing the show, man? Let me know in the chat. It's good to see you, all of you. Vince, Gambit. Let's see. Also want to say hi to those on the big green play button. I've got it over there. I'm trying the existential again, but we'll see if it works. I'm gonna check in on it real quick before we get started here and see if it's working. And it does not look like it is. What a shame. Hang on, let me refresh it. Maybe. Yeah, it doesn't look like look like we're up over there on the X machine. Hell, let me check the other stuff real quick and make sure. Of course, we got to be up on X because that's the one I do the show off of. So I got to have that one up, and it is up and working. Let me go ahead and get my settings right on that. So how are you guys doing? You ready for the weekend? It's officially fall. I think first day of fall was either yesterday or the day before. I think it was Thursday. Or maybe it's today. Look, man, when I'm working on Thursday and Friday, the days meld into each other. I'm live on the Real Green Machine. Gotcha. Good. That's good. Let me I'm going to check the other ones too, because this is really just bugging the hell out of me. It really is. I just want to make sure that all my stuff's running before I get started with everything, you know. But we'll go ahead and start the video of the work we've done so far on page 7, I believe we're on. Let's see. Oh, man. Welcome to Procreate. It's got... Whoa. What's going on here? Let me share this with you guys real quick. Apparently it's doing something. Let's see. Welcome to Procreate 5.4. Your brushes have been upgraded. Please select a location for your brushes. On my iPad, damn it. Start using Procreate. Okay. So, you guys know that we are working on page 7, and today we've got another helmet to draw, and it's going to be from the side. Also, we're going to work on the privateer on the bottom. That's, you know, it's kind of weird the way I'm doing this. Since I'm doing it digitally, I can erase as I go along and stuff like that. So I really don't like the way that looks right there. I really don't. I mean, the hat looks like a cowboy hat. I've got some work to do here. Okay. Got some work to do there. His face looks like it's half of it's gone. Yeah, I got a little work to do on that one. I don't like it very much. So we're going to work on that today, and we're going to do that helmet that's in that last set of crosshairs there. I did show you, well, I did show you what the color was going to look like, so we could actually, you know, show the rotors and everything on it, and you should get the hint on that. Oh yeah, Shark for Pearls, hint hit. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I actually have it, I just haven't turned it on yet. Let me know if you guys can hear it. You should be able to hear it. The background music is on. Let's see. It's fall and it hasn't stopped raining. Oh man, yeah. European winter, yeah. It starts with rain, doesn't it? Well, you know, that's our entire winter in the South is rain, period. Let me see here. Yeah, he's like, yep, check. He can hear it just fine. Also, I wanted to add, just so people can be aware of it, in case I forget to say it at the end of the show, I want to go ahead and put a little way to support the channel down there on the bottom. Yeah, there you go. You can definitely check things out. And what we're working on Privateer issue 1. So that's what we're working on. Maybe I've got too much. Maybe I'm cluttering up the screen too much, but I'm enjoying playing with my stuff here. Let's see. Let's see if this works. Kind of, sorta. I'm looking at at a different way to show it, but I guess not. Let's. Uh-oh. Let me go back over here. Yeah, that's pretty good, but that makes that too small, doesn't it? Yeah, I need to be small. Yeah, and the picture needs to be big. So, I think we can achieve the same thing with this, though. I don't know. We'll go ahead and go with the traditional, though. Let's see what Vince is thinking. He's halfway a producer of mine anyway. As the song from The Crow goes, it can't rain all the time. Yeah, no doubt. Okay, so let me go ahead and turn that off. Let's go ahead and get the video going so you can see the work I've done on it so far. And we'll do that while I check out the different channels and make sure we're working here. Excuse me real quick while I get that out of there. All right. Let's check them out real quick. We've got... He says we're on that one. Let me check out. The tube should be good. Pretty sure the tube is good. Yeah, we're good on the tube. And then... I'm going to check over here. Maybe it's just the browser I was using. Let's see. Nope. We're not up on that one. I don't know what the deal is there. I'll have to. I tried reconnecting it earlier today, and it just didn't work that well. But anyway, let's go ahead and check the book, as they call it. The book of face. Yes, the book of face. Let's see if we're up over there. We should be. Yep, it says live. And we are there. Okay, good. So we're all set. As you can see, did a lot of work on the top 2 panels. They're not completely done yet either, though. I got to tell you, they're not completely done yet either. I've got a few more details to put in there. Like I said, I think in the future, when plotting, I'm going to do a lot more work on the pencils, man. And then we've got this one right here that I was really looking forward to drawing. This one's kind of showing how he can use the eye patch with the computerized targeting and stuff. So, yeah, we got that going on. I hope you guys are having a great Friday. I hope things will chill out as far as what's going on in the world. That would be nice. We'll see what happens, but I hope that everybody has a great weekend. I know I'm looking forward to my foosball, as Adam Sandler's mom calls it in The Waterboy. Foosball. What? I'm going to enjoy that on Sunday, and don't forget we're going to have our show on Sunday, so at 10 a.m. And actually, there's an international game. It's going on in Dublin, Ireland. I believe it's. I think the Steelers are going over there to play somebody. I'm not sure who it is, but yeah, we got that going on this weekend too. So good stuff. A lot of good stuff going on. So we're going to get to work. I might as well go ahead and pull up. I think I had a picture of the helmets, but I'm going to go ahead and search helicopter helmet one more time, because I need one from the side this time, right? Let's see, images, boom. There we go. Oh, that's a perfect one right there. Look at that. Oh, that's awesome. That's exactly what I want right there. I'll go ahead and hit view image and downsize it so we can pull it over here and show it to you. It's a good example. I think it says Evo on it, but it looks really good. Yeah, I think that's going to work. Let's see, minus, yeah. We'll pull it over here and attach it to the drawing here, the picture. And we'll get this and scoot it over to the left a little bit so you guys can see what's going on. Let's go ahead and blow that up a little bit. And we'll go ahead and get to drawing it. This one, of course, I'm going to have to make adjustments. I want it to look just like the other one, but this is a good example to start from. We've got, of course, the shape of the helmet. It's pretty much round. It's not an oval. It's pretty much round. Let's turn off the video. You'll tell the picture gets a little sharper when I do that. Okay, so let's get on the right. Okay, we're doing the inserted images, so we're on the correct one. So I can just go ahead and get to work. We've already got black. Oh, look at this. Brush libraries, classic library, Procreate library. Let's hit the Procreate library. Oy vey. I just want pencils. Or was it ink? Yeah, it's inks. Okay. Nowhere else. Oh my god, what is going on here? Where's the one I've been using? Oh no! They've renamed these things. No! Syrup, remember I was using? Or is it pins it's under? Maybe it's under pins. Wow, they've updated this and really screwed me up. Okay. So let's go back to libraries. Classic library. Here we go. Okay. This will take care of business for me right here. Oh, God. Look at this. They had an update and they've totally blown me away now. Inking. Bakersville. There it is. Okay. Oh, thank God. Let me tell you, folks. That was a scary moment. I could have been here forever doing this. Okay? But no. We're going to be just fine. Let's see. Vince says, yes, football is the game you play with your foot and not and an actual ball. Yes, that's what the rest of the world calls football. I should say American football. Let's see. Running with a pigskin would be your version. Yes, absolutely. And that's, boys and girls, is why you check your apps beforehand. Well, I mean, dude, you got to admit, I had the music on demand. I was a little bit better prepared today. I didn't know it updated. I'm sorry. I haven't touched it since last week. I've been so busy. Okay, so we're on Bakersville. We can go ahead and build this thing. Let's do it. All right. So we've got. Oh, that's too dark. Made that too. I'm putting too much pressure on there. We got the helmet right here. I want it to take up most of the scene, so let's do that. Bring that across to here. And remember, I'm not worried about right now being in too far in the lines and stuff, because I'm just basically laying out, and then I'll worry about the crosshairs and where they show up and all that good stuff, right? Okay, and we got his mic thing, which is right there on the side, so we're not even going to see that. So let's just go ahead and draw the helmet. Well, that's too thick. Well, that's drawing thick lines today. Wait, let me go back. All right, we'll draw that from right here, I think. And then make that come around to the top side. That looks kind of funky, doesn't it? That shade looks too big. That's all right. We can fix that, though. Let's get rid of that last line. We'll go ahead and draw the top of the cover in there. What? Oh, switch to erase. Top of the cover is going to come forward like that. And we'll clean that up with the eraser real fast. There we go. And then go ahead and draw this a little bigger. All right. So it's going to meet right about the end of that crosshair there. Yeah, that looks pretty good to me, but now I'm not liking... Okay, I see what's wrong. All right, that was the initial line. Start. Oh, why is it always switching between erase and draw? Nah, still don't like that. That's too sharp. Okay, first of all, let's just go ahead and get rid of that line. Vince says, to be fair, it's a weird pose. Yeah, it is a weird pose. Still better than me. I drew a woman and somehow managed to draw it like her hip was rotated 180 degrees. Oh my God, bro. Oh my God. Man, you know, if you'd like, I'll be glad to take a look at some of your stuff there, Vince. Be glad to. I actually thought about... I taught portrait art at Michael's at one point. in my life, and yeah, that's too big, isn't it? I see what's wrong with it. Hang on a second. Let's go back. Let's keep that visor the way it was. I'm making the helmet too small is what it is. Yeah, that's way too small in the backside. I see what's up. Okay. It's that line on the bottom and the rest of it's too small. So let's get rid of that. Get rid of all of this. My first two lines I liked. I did like the way that looked. Get rid of all of that. And then we're going to go ahead and do this up from this perspective here. We're going to take it. God, I know what it is. I keep putting my hand. I'm drawing this kind of like at an angle. And every time I put my hand, and this is supposed to avoid that, I put it right on the edge of the drawing pad. It switches it to erase every time. It just did it again. Stop doing it. You pain in the butt. Oh, and it's making me draw things too thick. All right, here we go. We just need to make this bigger. That's what we need to do. Like that. Yeah, I like that a lot. And then we've got coming in here, round to here. That looks good to me. And then we've got this bottom line. The reason why I erased it, it should look more like this. That's what it should look like right there. And the end of it kind of curled a little too much, so I'm just going to erase that back and go for more of a straight line here. There we go. Okay, so that's good. What happened to the music, man? Repeat, you son bitch. Play. There we go. All right, sorry about that, guys. So yeah, and we're going to have a couple of those. And we've got the shade. Comes down. But it doesn't come down that far, does it? Hang on, let's take a look. Let's look at the other one in comparison. We don't want it coming down too far, because his face is going to be right in here. Let's see. We'll leave that line there for now, but his microphone's going to be right here. Right? That's his mic. And it's attached to the helmet at this point right here. Right? And I can actually fill that in, can I? Let's make sure we still got syrup here. Yep, still got syrup. So that's going to be about where his chin's going to be. Now, we want to go ahead and draw the other side of the helmet, and then we'll put the face in front of it and adjust. Okay. That's right about in there. So, we know from this one that it's covering up most of his face except for his chin. So, let's go ahead and get started with the face. His head's going to be starting right about in here. That's going to be his brow. So his nose is going to come out here. Let's do that. And his chin's going to be right about here. Yeah, that looks good to me. Okay. Yeah. Want him to look surprised, so his eyebrows are going to be going up. Right? Alright, now we got to erase the rest of the helmet in there. So, let's blow this up a little bit. Now here's the thing. He was wearing the other guy's wearing a black shade, so I'm probably doing too much stuff here. Let's pull the visor. Here we go. It definitely comes up above the bridge of his nose and goes back down, right? And then I can just color that in black and be done with it. Let's see. Yeah, let's do that. Thing is, before you put it black, before you go with that black now, you have got to make sure that you've got it closed off. And you can do that on the other side of the crosshairs, right? We don't have to complete the whole picture, so let's just make the lines connect, get it all filled in here, and then we'll go fill in the black. That works, I guess. I wonder where the break was there. Hang on. Let's go back and see where the break was. This is a good learning experience here. Where's the break at? I don't see a break here. But it could be right in here. Bakersfield. Let's use that. I just don't see one. Okay. Undo selections, what you want to do. Okay. Now let's go in here. And let's try and get that closed in. This looks closed in. All that looks closed in. Okay, let's try it one more time. Automatic. Everything's right. Okay. It's still doing it that way. That's okay. We'll take the eraser. And we'll just do it that way. Because the eraser will work just like the pen. Right? And we'll take it and put it here too. And there you go. We got that hooked up and out of sight, right? Okay. Now we want that to look like the other helmet. Now, if you remember the other helmet I had, it had two, I don't know why it had this on there, but it had two big ass slats on either side of the locking mechanism. Now, the locking mechanism's on the bottom, right? So we're going to have to put that on there. That was a knob. Right? And it had a couple of slats on either side of it. I don't know what those are for. You'd have to talk to guys that actually flew helicopters to know. And then you've got that deep slat in there, right? So that's going to go up through there. Thusly. Oh, it didn't curve. There we go. But we want that cut off right about there. So let's get the eraser in there. We're going to chew some of that out. And then get the pen. Come back in. There we go. All right, so we got that. And then there was, I don't know what those things are, but we're going to go put them in there. They're too big. I don't know what they are, but we're going to put them in there. I've got a picture of that thing from the front. I don't know what that was, but we'll just keep going with it. I see somebody's in there in the chat talking. Let me check the chat real quick. Oh, and I gotta keep an eye on the big green play button too, because I definitely want to remember to check that. Where is it? I didn't close it, did I? Oh, please tell me I didn't close that. I guess I did. Okay. Well, I'll have to go ahead and pull up the big green play button again. Let me see if I can find it real fast like. Where is it? There it is. Right now it's not a green play button. Right now it's the American flag. That's what's throwing me off. There's Low Spec. Hi, buddy. How are you? Good to see you. I see you, buddy. I see you. Let's see. Vince says maybe turn off the layers to see where it's still open. Nah, I'm good with the layer I'm on. That was a knob. That's what she said. If he were British. Oh, God. Well, you screw it and unscrew it. I'm not going to explain. You know what I'm talking about. You're just trying to make things weird. Okay. Let me go ahead here. Let's see if I can fill this in. Hopefully I can. Yep. That worked just fine. Then this is going to be black as well. So let's go ahead and do that. Okay. Turn that off. Now here's the only problem. We can't see the crosshairs now, right? So remember what we got to do? Let's go ahead and go to the crosshair. The one with the crosshairs, right? And then let's switch colors to something with still got the bright rate up, so that's good. Let's do that, and we will fill in. There it is. Boom. Right? So we can now switch over to the other one and erase. Where is... Okay, there it is. All right. So we're going to just... What I need to do is get the syrup out for the erasing. And I'm just going to trust myself here. I'll look at it here in a minute. We'll see how we did when I'm done here. Oh! Oh, you know what I'm doing? I'm putting color on there. Big mistake. Check it out. I'm putting color on there. Well, not that big a mistake. Let's turn that off. You see what I did? I was doing pretty good, looks like. Okay, so what we need to do is just go back. And I think I got it. All of it. Okay. Yep. That's it. Now we switch back and we go to erase. And make sure it's on syrup. There we go. Okay. Now we can erase it well. Oh. See, I gotta stop every once in a while. Oh. There's gotta be an easier way to do this, isn't there? Ooh, I know how to do it. Hang on. We will take this and we will move it above it. Come on. Okay, we'll take that, move it below it. There we go. Now I can see it. And now, make sure I'm on the right layer. I'm about to mess myself up, aren't I, guys? Yeah, man, I'm playing around too much. Here we go. As long as I don't go too far outside the lines, I should be good. There we go. Okay. What do you think, guys? Am I messing this up? I don't think I am. It's a learning experience, I'll tell you that. Now let's get it below that. There we go. Okay. And then we'll go ahead and... because I think we're pretty much... let's go ahead and go back to the... yeah, we're on the inking one. Okay. Let's get back to inking. No, let's go ahead and go here because I really want to see it, what it looks like. Let's erase here. Nope, that did color. Don't want to do that. No, 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 no. Back. Back. And how did I switch that back, I wonder? I know there's a way to do it without messing up the whole thing. I wonder if it's in the palette. Disk, values. Oh, I don't want to clear the history. There's got to be... hang on, maybe it's in here. Nope, that's not it. How did I do that before, guys? I've done this already. How did I do it? I've forgotten how I did it. Shit. Oh. Okay. There's got to be a way to erase this. I know there is. Remove. Is that what we're looking for? Damn it. I knew there was a way to do it. Let's see. Low Spec is putting up all kinds of emotes over there on the big green play button. Thanks for being there, buddy. Let's see. Figured out why my dame had such weird hips. She was supposed to be leaning back, but I lined up the hips with the shoulders. Okay. I'd have to see it to know what you're talking about. Maybe select color by color, and yeah, then delete. Okay, maybe that is a thing. Hang on. Let's see, canvas share preferences. No. I've done this already, guys. I've done it already. I did it with one of these crosshairs last week, and I just don't remember what I did. Ah, no. No, that's not it. Okay. I guess I'm just going to have to erase it manually. Shit. I'm gonna have to redraw these lines and everything. Shit. That's alright though. We'll just do it. Just get her done, Joe. Stay inside the lines and everything will be okay. I don't remember what I... see, now I'm gonna have to go back and watch my old video and see how I did it. That's... oh, it's such a shame. You guys are watching somebody learn how to do this, and it's just, wow. It's all trial and error, man. Really is. Okay. I don't remember how I did this a couple episodes ago. I really don't. Maybe it was on the... maybe I did it on a different layer other than that. I don't know. But we're just going to go ahead and get some black going. Let's make sure we're on the right layer. Yes. Okay. So. That's cool. Oh, no, no. And then we just fill in that little bit of white down there. Okay. Take this. Fill it in. Take this. That doesn't look right. That's better. And then we'll erase these lines here. And then we'll redraw it. Go. And then we'll erase the inside of the crosshairs. Now, to make sure we don't confuse ourselves, let's go ahead and get rid of the sketch lines. And then we'll take a look. Maybe clean this up a little bit. Whoa, okay. I guess I didn't need to do that, huh? I didn't need to do that. Because I can just go here and erase the stuff that's there. Yeah. That was dumb, wasn't it? But I'm actually... Maybe it was white. Is that what I did? Was it white that I used? Because it would still be on the palette. There's got to be a way to clear it. I just don't know. Value. No, that's not it. Harmony? No. Classic? No. Disc. Now, disc is the one I like. No doubt. I like setting my colors by disc. Oh, there's one line I'm seeing here I need to fix. Bump. Bump. Okay. So yeah, we started by doing too much work on the face. Didn't need all that work on the face. What happened here? Okay, something went wrong right there. And I'm not going to back up out of it. I'm just going to use the eraser to fix it. You see what I'm talking about here? At the bottom of the visor, something got filled in there. I don't know how. Let's see. Am I on the right layer? No. Let's get on the correct layer. Yeah, right in here. Bottom of the visor is going to be right here. Going back that way, right? Oh, shit. Hang on. I forgot to hold it and hold the curve. I think that'll be good. But look, the other side of the nose got filled in too. I don't know how all that got filled in, but his nose comes out. Nah. Wow, a bunch of this got colored in. I don't know how that happened. Weird. Okay. Hang on. We're going to fix this before we get out of here today. And we're almost there, aren't we? Let me take a look. Yeah, it should be above his mouth. No doubt. And his nose is visible, so yeah. Okay. Just erase all of this. I do not know what happened there, man. I really don't. It's freaking me out. That's the top of the lip that I made. Okay, his nose is going to... That line looks like it's been continued farther than I wanted it to. This is very strange. Very strange, I tell you. Very strange. Okay. So, Okay, that's where that line's from. Okay, it comes through here to there. That's the microphone. Okay. It's all attached to it here. I don't know where that came from. That's not supposed to be there. Let's go ahead and erase this completely. And let's go ahead and make that the way I wanted to begin with. That's going to be black anyway, so fill that in. Okay, so his nose is going to be right about there. That looks good to me. Well, no, that's not right. Back that up just a second. Okay, we want that to come here, and then come like this. Hit the erase. Oh, no. There you go. Ah, it's doing it again. Every time I touch the bottom of the screen, it switches. There we go. Something definitely wrong right here. I don't know where all that came from. It must have been loose lines I had whenever I was doing it on top of the sketch, and I just didn't see it until I got off the sketch, you know? We can fix his chin here a little bit, though, too. Oh, yeah, and since his face is here, we're not going to see that part of the other side of the helmet, right? Yeah. So his face is here. Let's get it in there. This is his chin, right? That's the bottom of his chin line. And then he's going to have his uniform jacket on. Now, I know I got a picture of the uniform. Hang on. Let me hit my files. Need a picture of that uniform. Let's see. That's the helmet. That looks pretty good. Okay. So I've got a Doritos bag in my way. It's really messing me up. Okay, we got the helicopter. So I must have moved it to my other pics, which is going to be right in here. Where is the... Okay. Oh, I see it now. I see what's up with those patches. They were just on the visor itself. That's all they were on. Okay, I got it. Because I'm looking at the helmet now. Alright, here's the uniform. Let me go ahead and throw this in there so you can see it. Go ahead and get rid of that one. Make this one a little bit bigger. Okay, so we've got a collar coming up around the neck. I wonder why they made the mannequin look like Jamie Lee Curtis. Am I crazy? Or does the mannequin look like Jamie Lee Curtis to you? I mean, I'm just... Hang on. So, go ahead. Is it me? Or does that look like Laurie Strode from Halloween? You know what I mean? I don't know. Is it me? Alright, let's see. We don't need that much of it anyway. We just need this part. Okay. So, let's see. Looks like... Yeah, we got a collar that's going to come out. And actually... bottom of his face looks like it needs to be a little bit bigger. I don't know. This will work. All right. So we got his Adam's apple is going to be back here a little bit, right? And we're going to see the collar coming forward and getting zipped in here. So the God, man, collar's going to come straight back that way. Then we've got this. Looks like a life preserver is what it looks like. Could very well be. Oh, stop erasing. All right. That's going to come across here. And it goes around the neck. Thusly. And then we've got a pouch right here with a flap. So we're going to take that, draw it like this over the top of it. And then the shoulder with whatever the emblem's going to be on the shoulder, right? Okay. Like that. Hang on. Boom, 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 boom. Okay, we'll take this. That's the shoulder. Patch. And then that doesn't have to be perfect, but we're going to have the back of a seat here, I believe. Hang on, Joe. Don't go so fast. Let's do it right the first time. Ah! Okay. That looks good. Then we've got the life preserver thing on this side. And then we've got the beads. They're like chain things underneath it. And that ought to do it for that side. Just draw that out like this. And we'll shade it later, but there you go. There you go. That part's done. I like that. That looks pretty good. Yeah, so there you go. There you go. We got the second helmet done. Now, I'm probably going to go back and fix that that headrest on that seat and everything, because... Oh, and one thing I need to get rid of. I put the pouch on top of this other stuff, so let's do that. Okay, so let's tighten these lines up. All right. That looks pretty good. And then, of course, you know what we're going to have next? We're going to have... Let's see. We're going to get red, right? So we can erase everything. This is easy. Now, I remember how I did this. This is going to be an easy way to do it. Okay. We're going to... Whew. Okay. So you know what's coming next. with all of this stuff, right? Okay. First of all, let's get rid of that because I want to make sure that I'm doing it on the right level, you know, the right layer and everything. We've got so many layers going. It's insane. Okay, boys and girls. That's it for today. That is all for today. I hope you are enjoying what we're doing, getting a little behind the scenes of the Privateer and the work I'm doing on it. I hope you're enjoying it. Go ahead and kill this Twitch stream real quick. And I promise I'm going to try and get some more work done during the week so I can have some stuff to show you. But anyway, I hope you're enjoying things. You've been seeing it on the screen all day. Go ahead and head over to JoesAtmosfere.com and bookmark it. And remember that you can check out everything I'm doing over there. You've got a couple of ways to support the channel. You can hit that button to support the channel and go to my Subscribe Star page. It's got a couple of tier levels that you can buy to support the channel if you want to. Everything Privateer's on there. So go check it out whenever you feel like it. And then, of course, you can always hit the Kindle button and go over and check out the first issue. It's a 0 issue. It's just got the first 5 inked pages on there. It's only $1. If you want to go take a look at it, check it out. If you want to support the channel, you can do it that way too. But definitely want to go over to Joe's Atmosphere because the main thing I do is pencil sketch portraits like you see here. That's probably my favorite one I've ever done, my James Bond one. And that's me and Foxy back in the day when we were a lot younger. Those are bad pictures, though. You got to remember, the tech was not very good when I drew those drawings. But anyway, I do commissions for anybody. All you have to do is just go ahead and head down to the bottom of the page where it has commissions. Click on it, and it'll take you straight to the email. So you can email me if you ever want a commission done. I'll be glad to hook you up. So you guys definitely go over to JoesAtmosfere.com and check out everything we got over there. Of course, you know I stream all the time on YouTube, and let's let you know what's going on with the channel. Of course, you know this is Sketching the Privateer. Do it every Friday at 1 p.m. Central Time. So be back next Friday to see some more work on the Privateer if you're into that digital art kind of stuff. I'm not the greatest in the world. I have never claimed to be, but I'm finally following my passion. And with today's tech, there's no reason why you can't. So follow my lead. Do what you like to do, man. Do it up. Let's see. Let me get rid of some stuff here real fast that I've had on the page that we don't need any longer. Let's see. Where's the other stuff? Yeah, there it is. Bump and bump. Okay. Definitely be back next Friday if you want to check me out doing some more drawing on the Privateer. Next up will be Sunday. It's week 4 tailgate of NFL pregame party. You guys come join us. The game in Dublin will already be underway, so we'll give you live updates on that. We'll let you know what happened in college football and the NFL on NFL pregame party, 10 a.m. Central Time on Sunday. And then, of course, at 6 p.m. Central Time, it's time for the brothers to hack the Matrix. Me and Highlander let you know everything you need to know about the clown show that is 2025 through today's headlines. The brothers hack the Matrix every Sunday at 6 p.m. Central Time. And then, of course, Monday morning, it's time for Military Monday. And I'm pretty sure we're doing Jeremiah Johnson this week. It's Pope, Gary, and myself, all veterans, hanging out with Martin and Anima, talking about a military movie on Military Monday on Pop Culture Minefields channel at 10 a.m. Central Time. Then, of course, we switch over in the afternoon to It's Only Talk and Roll. And I'm pretty sure we're doing Forbidden Planet this week on It's Only Talk and Roll, the sci-fi classic. So come check it out on That's 70s Rock Fans channel at 4 p.m. Central Time on Monday. And then, of course, Monday at 6:30 p.m. Central Time, it's time for Papa Joe Gamer After Dark, video games, cocktails, and fails. And this week, it'll be me and Lunatic playing DC Universe Online. So you guys tune in for that. It's the last Monday of the month, so we're going to be playing our favorite video game, DC Universe Online. That's right. The Privateer and his band of bitches will be hanging out this Monday at 6:30 p.m. Central Time on my channel. So come check it out on Monday. And then, of course, Wednesday, it's back over to Pop Culture Mindfield's channel for Wednesday afternoon matinee. I'm not sure what we're doing, but we'll be talking about one of our favorite movies. Anima, Martin, and Gary will be there for sure, but there's no telling who else will show up. And I'll be there as well. Every Wednesday afternoon matinee on Pop Culture Mindfield's channel at 3 p.m. Central Time. And then, of course, my favorite show I do every week, State of the Atmosphere, where me and my boys get together and talk everything pop culture, movies, shows, games, and we check in on the show's girlfriend, Sydney Sweeney. So you guys come check it out every Wednesday at 5:30 p.m. Central Time as we get into the weeds of pop culture on State of the Atmosphere. And that brings us right back around to where we're at today with Sketching the Privateer. So I want to thank you guys for being here. Let's check in with the chat real quick before we get out of here. Surely you can't be serious. Yes, I'm serious. And stop calling me Shirley. That's right. But you got to remember, Forbidden Planet's when Leslie Nielsen was a serious actor. He wasn't doing comedy back then. Just saying. Anyway, it's good to see you guys. Of course, don't forget the music you're listening to is Sharkin' for Pearls. That's my brother's band. He loves doing it. You guys be sure to go check him out everywhere where you get your music. His latest album is called Sojourn. I don't know if I've got that little picture in here. No, I don't. But I can put it in here real fast. Just hang on a second and I'll show you what it looks like, guys. This is what you're looking for right now for the newest music from Sharkin' for Pearls. Bam! Sojourn. Right there. It looks like a map, you know, and he's running around the globe. So you definitely want to check that out wherever you get your music at, okay? And Vince, of course, is going to tell you, cheerio, guys and gals. Stay nerdy and have yourself a great weekend. And you know what I'm going to tell you, boys and girls. You know what I'm going to say as soon as I can get my face back on the screen. You know what I'm going to tell you. I want you guys to be safe. And until we see you again, I want you guys to keep on keeping on. God bless.